We're good. All right. Go here. The speaker. All right. Welcome, everybody. Hi, my name is Scott Kufis, and I am really privileged and excited to share with you tonight about what's really going on with NELO Life. And so tonight, I want to accomplish a couple of different things. And over the next couple of minutes, I'm going to sort of step things up because there's a lot of people are going to be clicking on here over the next, 2 or 3 minutes. And so there'll be a lot of dings on my side. So I'm going to get through all that. But I'm going to talk a little bit about where we are at this moment, unique time. So you heard about NELO Life. You're one of the very first people all over the entire globe, out of 8 billion people and literally hundreds of millions of marketing professionals all over the planet. You're one of the very first people to hear about this. In the near future, over the course of the next 12 to 24 months, tens of millions of people will hear our story. Millions will begin to embrace our story and partner with us. And again, you're hearing about this first. So we're going to talk a little bit about sort of how that strategy works out. We're going to talk about the company itself, sort of its mission, its sort of culture, its passion, like who it is. And then the strategy session, how do we maximize the compensation plan as quickly as possible? If you're on this particular call, you have a marketing mind, you have a connection, you're probably an elite marketing professional in the world, because the elite of the elite are hearing about this first. You've been contacted because you're already very successful at whatever you do, wherever you do it. And because you have a wide network of people, you have strong influence, you've been successful previously, and you're in a position where you see more. You're an abundance thinker, and that's what we're all about here at NELO Life. And so I'll share with you briefly how I got here. And I have been in the direct selling industry for 42 years. I've been full time in this industry ever since high school. So I got started in 1982. Here it is, 2024. I've had a lot of fun, a great career building in all 50 states and many, many countries all over the planet. And I really love the direct sales industry, network marketing, relationship marketing, influence marketing, however you call it. I love this industry because we become better. We build this network of friends all over the planet that we bond with, that we get to travel with. And I have friends that started with me 42 years ago that are friends that, we get in businesses together. And so over that journey of 42 years, the industry goes through variations of cycles. When I got started, there was no internet, of course. There was no cell phones. The only way you really got to me, there wasn't even hardly any tape recorders for leaving messages when you called somebody. So when you had to reach out to people and build a business in 1982, you picked up the phone. They had to answer on the other phone. Then you had to invite them to go to a hotel meeting or pick them up and bring them to a hotel meeting and talk to them about a presentation, about a business. That's how things started 42 years ago. And now, boom, boom, boom. Fast forward 42 years later, we go through the era of handing out cassette tapes and videotapes and CDs. The internet comes, and now we can share a story, just like that, instantly worldwide. And so NELO Live is really going to be a fascinating story. This is likely to be the fastest growing direct selling company of all time. We'll see over the course of the next 90 to 120 days. But my guess is this will bring on more affiliates, more marketing professionals, more customers in a 90-day period than any company in history. And that's for a couple of reasons. Number one, technology makes it possible that we can tell a story quickly. Number two, this company is equipping us with incredible assets right from the get-go. And I'll talk about that. And number three, we're accessing thousands of the world's most premier marketing professionals simultaneously. And why does that matter to you? What does it matter whether there's other great professionals in this? It matters because the speed of exposure and the speed of trust matters in business. And you build a fast network when people trust you. So I'm going to talk a little bit about the speed of trust and technology and the speed of thought. But what's interesting about it is we're at a moment in time that if you believe in something, you can share your belief and your idea with somebody instantly. It can be converted into multiple languages. You can accept currencies from all over the world. Things can be paid all different ways in the world. And so I can talk in English, you can hear it in Chinese. You could talk to somebody in German, they can hear it in Spanish. And so we're at a very, very unique moment in time. And so if you had a story to tell, you had a business to share, then you would want to share a business that was about something that people loved. And that's where NELO Life really, really has everyone's attention. So in the next couple minutes, I'll share with you some slides. But what's fascinating is this company realized everybody loves travel. And the fact of the matter is, if everybody had more money and more time, that 80% of the world says they'd like to travel more. So we're going to offer travel because the market wants travel no matter where you are. We're going to offer teaching, education. We're going to offer the ability to learn things all over the planet. We're going to offer financial management because when you make money, you want to keep the money, you want to leverage the money, you want to do better with your money. So the company, as it begins to look at things, wants to teach, it wants to travel, and it wants to transform your better future. Not only your better future, but your community's better future, the people around you. We want to lift up whatever project that you're excited about. And so we're excited that we have ability to embrace people in a lot of ways. And so over the next couple of minutes, just know you're one of the very first people in your country to hear about this. That's why you were invited to this call. Tomorrow night, the founders of NELO Life are going to do an extraordinary presentation. And literally, there'll be thousands and thousands of people in all 24 time zones in about 100 countries all over the world and all continents paying attention to that call. And the reason is in the very near future, in the next 7, maybe 14 days, the early part of April is the target. This company is going to begin to allow people to join. And over the course of the month of April, it's going to lead us to the international sort of, awareness of NELO Life in the early part of May. And so we have a chance, though, all of us on here collectively, to go after this and bring on, 30, 40, 50,000 people or more together simultaneously. And as I get into what we're doing and why that matters to you, it matters to you because you never, ever have to do a presentation. Now, I've been in, as I said, this industry for 40 years. And one of the most challenging things is a lot of people are afraid to tell people, are afraid to share a story, or afraid to share a business because perhaps they haven't been successful before, or it's scary, or it's uncomfortable, it's uneasy for them. And so if we have a push-play business where you have professional people, professional speakers, business entrepreneurs, marketing professionals that are sharing stories for you, all you have to do is get people to sit in front of the screen. And there's no doubt the one thing we're good at in this world is we sit in front of screens. If I were to have you pull up your average screen time on your phone, it probably says you're on your phone 5, 6, 7 hours a day. You'd be surprised. Most people never looked at it. You'd be like, man, I had no idea it's on that often. But people are on screens everywhere. Now we're going to turn this phone into an ATM machine. We're going to show you how to send simple assets from the worldwide platform we have out to different people and share with them a vision for their better future. And that's NELO Life. We want people to have a better future. We want to empower people to improve their lives and improve their communities. And so let's talk about this this unified experience. We're excited because as we launch this here in the United States, people in the Philippines, people in China, people over in South Africa, over in Europe and Romania, in South America, Mexico, all over the planet, Australia, little teeny islands, doesn't really matter. They're all going to hear about it, and they all have networks of people, and they're going to be able to tell this story in their language very, very quickly, which means your story can bounce all over the globe at the same time. So for a lot of people that have been in direct selling, they've been sort of limited to their own country. So a product comes out, perhaps it's a nutrition or skincare product, it might be limited to the area it starts. And it takes a lot of time and a lot of money to invest in other markets because it's a lot of expenditure for warehouses and shipping and personnel and taxes and implementation and approvals. All of that's a lot of work. But when you have a digital product like we're rolling out with NELO Life, boom, it can go everywhere instantly. It's very, very quick. So the speed of transition and the speed of communication means your income can move faster. Now we're going to be asking people to make an $80 decision. And so the real question you have to ask yourself and ask other people is, do you have enough credibility with the first people you talk to get them to make an $80 decision? So when we talk about speed, your first week, 2 weeks, first month, you want to be going after the highest, elevated entrepreneurs you can think of that you have a really good rapport with, that know how to make quick decisions. And you want to go to people that are optimistic, that are ambitious, that are excited, that are motivated, that are positive. They're going to help other people. So from a strategy standpoint, you don't go to people that are difficult or cynical or like to criticize. We don't have time for that. Like, so many people say no, 8, 9 out of 10 people say yes to this right now, that you're just looking for the people that say yes, for the people that say yes and say yes. And so I'm going to talk a little bit about why that's really, really important. So let me bring something up on the screen here for you and sort of get right into it. And boy, I'm so excited. We've got people just jumping on from so many different places. This is just a lot of fun. All right, let's see here. Let's see window. Let's see here. All right, and share. And here we are. Cool. All right. So one of the things I just want to welcome you wherever you happen to be across the world, which is a really cool thing. I just want to confirm that you can see that. So that's a really good thing. And what I'm interested in you understanding is we have all these different territories. And as we begin to, get out in the world and we share with different people, we teach them, we show them how to travel and transform, we're going to make a significant difference. But part of the reason we're going to be able to make that difference is we're doing very simple things. We're obviously improving people's buying power, their financial power, they're saving money, they're earning money, and they're investing money locally. And this all comes from one premise called getting unified. And this is what I want to talk about right at this moment, which is becoming unified. The single most important strategy of the business is to become unified. And what unified means is when you get started in the business, you're going to help 2 people get started, and you're going to help those 2 get 2. So when you help 2 people get started, each time you get someone started, you earn $25. Very simple. 25, 25. But when you help people get 2 who get 2, you earn an additional 75. So you're literally earning $100 every time you help someone get 2 and get 2 if they do it in their first 30 days. Now, I want you to stop and think about this. All you need to do is help, your people get 2, and that's $100. Add another one, get 2, that's $100. Add another one, get 2, that's another $100. And the reason that that's important is when you begin to get your 2 who get their 2, you create spillover. And if you haven't ever been in what we call our unified global, plan, then we have a 2x16 matrix, which means you can only enroll 2 people personally, but you can get paid 16 levels down, and you get paid 5 matching bonus levels of your enrollments. So as a result of that is, if you can only enroll 2, your next 3rd one, 4th one, 5th one spill over. So if your teaching principle of the whole business is to teach people in their first 30 days how to get 2 and get 4, and you earn $100 every time you bring someone that does that, you're going to create a tremendous amount of spillover for future business leaders, because we're generating business, selling memberships and bringing on customers. And that's all this is we're selling a membership, a lifestyle membership where people can travel and save money and earn money. They can actually, manage their money in different parts of the world. They can go shopping and they can get educated all on this one platform. So we're offering a membership, but separately, which you'll see in the presentation tomorrow and moving forward, there's lots of opportunities for customers to buy products and services through our platform, and that will generate additional revenue for you. So as we begin to build a worldwide network of a couple of million of NELO Life members, that are benefiting from these products and services, you have a chance to earn income, but you have a chance to get in first. So again, you're one of the first people anywhere on the planet to get in. So let me show you what happens when you build a fast business with other business leaders. It doesn't really matter where you are in the structure. It matters that the 3, 4, 5 people above you in the structure are active and supporting you and building a business at the same time, so that there's lots of new people building the business simultaneously. Let me show you how this structure sort of plays out for itself, because it gets really, really exciting. And especially at this moment in time when, we're out there and building around the world. So you're building your unified. You're helping people in this moment in time get their 2 who get their 4. And each time you do that, like I said, you earn $100. If you do this 5 times, you earn $500. Now, think about the month of April. We're about to launch this worldwide. The vast majority of everybody that's on this training today, you're here because you're a doer, you're a player, you're a leader. You embrace people, you influence people. And as a result, you can all get 10, 15, 20 people in this business between now and next week or 2 weeks from now. But even if it took you all of the month of April, each time you help 2 get 2, it's another $100. So for many people, they're going to earn $300 or $500 in April, or $700, $1,000. Some people earn a $2,000, $3,000. It just depends on how motivated you are at bringing people in and duplicating the cycle. But simultaneously, what's going to happen is your team's going to do the same thing. So here's what happens in the matrix. Let's say we get started in the business and you're at the top and you bring in your first 2 people. Well, all of a sudden, you brought in number 1, you brought in number 2. You have to start to build under number 1 and number 2. So you might put your 3rd person underneath one of those first 2 lines. Or I might do it. I might enroll someone and they fall down under one of your first 2 lines. So the way this business works in a forced 2x16 matrix is the computer consistently looks for the next open spot underneath you to place somebody. So as you begin to put somebody in, it looks to see what's the very first spot closest to you on the left side that's open. So you can imagine if you had 5 people on your team that each could get 2 who get 2, that's 30 more people. They begin to spill down into the system. And the more people you get started, the faster your business builds. The more people that buy our products and services and generate revenue and business volume, the more income you produce. And so as you begin to build a sales team of influencers and business builders that are selling our services and our products around the world, your income perpetuates and it continues to grow. And it can grow to that 16 line, the 32 line, the 64 line, and so on and so on. And so what's exciting is if you only build the business to this level here, the 16 line, you have 2 who have 4, who have 8, 16. You're really cash neutral in the business. You'll never have a reason to leave because your income is going to exceed your outgo. And when your income exceeds your outgo, you're motivated. You have a profitable business. Everybody on this line around the world is capable of bringing in 16 people personally, let alone the spillover and the business that can be generated, cross-pollinating each other all over the planet. And so you're going to want to be in the very first day that we get started. The person that introduced you to the call tonight, they're going to get a link. And they're actually going to send that link as soon as they sign up. They'll send it to you to do the same thing. And the computer is going to time and date stamp and immediately drop you in the system. And you're going to want to make sure you have a list of people ready to go, because as soon as you get your link, you're going to want to send that message out to 10, 15, 20 people and get them started. And what it's going to do is it's going to develop a team of people that not only builds out your matrix and pays you on 64 or on 16 levels, but you're now going to get check matches. You're going to get matching bonus checks on all the people through your personal enrollment tree. So if you enrolled 10 people in this example, And in this example here, you had 10 personal people and they're earning money. Let's say they're earning $150. You earn a 20% matching bonus on their income. So you help 10 people earn $150. You earn an extra $300 on top of your bonus. And what's exciting is that continues. If those 10 people get 2 people, you have 20 matching bonuses. It could happen again. If you had 40 people matching bonuses, the income goes up. And so the more people you personally enroll and the more they personally enroll, the more matching bonus income you earn. Now, their question might be, well, what do they earn the matching bonus on? Well, every single person that's in your matrix that's purchasing the membership and that's buying products and services in the future, you're earning income on. And on the $59 lifestyle membership, you're earning $1 to $1.40 on each one of these. And so you're going to earn about, anywhere from 1.5% to a couple percentage points on all of the people, 5 levels, 10 levels, 16 levels throughout your matrix. And the goal is to fill out the matrix as much as possible. Now, on a monthly basis, the company calculates out all that sales volume, all the memberships sold, the products sold, and it pays you a commission, and it pays your entire team a commission. And when it does, they earn money. So let's say I earn $1,000. If you enrolled me, you might earn $200 because you helped me make $1,000. If I was 2 or 3 levels below you, you'd earn 10% or $100. And so it's exciting that people take action because you're going to want as many matching bonuses as possible. And you're going to want to take action as quickly as possible because the world is going to be getting after it right away. Now, here's what I want to share with you and what I think is really, really interesting. I'll take this off a second. Is your timing in this business really matters wherever you are. Because if you wait 2 extra days or a week or 2 weeks, you still can earn a tremendous amount of money around the world. What you miss is the opportunity to get some of the other highest, most powerful, most intelligent, best marketing minds on the planet on your team. I mean, the income opportunity is still massive. You can build this worldwide for many, many years to come. You can earn as much income as you could possibly, imagine in your brain, but you're not going to want to miss out on a week's worth of other people talking to people. So here's what's about to happen. In the next, week or so, you're going to get a link. Now, many of us are part of, let's say, an advisory capacity with a company, and we're learning about the assets. So here's where you get the information. You need to be connected to our Facebook page, the NELO Life community page on Facebook. If you're not on Facebook, find the NELO Life community on Telegram. Connect to us on Instagram if you want to. On Twitter, any place out there, you're going to want to connect to our community because in the last 7 days, the company has been putting presentations in English. They've been putting presentations in Spanish. They've been putting short 30-second commercials, 45-second teasers, 15-second, teasers. And they're doing it to show you that when they launch in the next week or 2 weeks, the back office will be loaded with assets. I want to talk about that because I want to talk about how prepared the company is here. Yes, I deserve to drink water. So the company has done an extraordinary job. Unlike most companies that are rarely prepared when they launch, this company has a massive team of people working really hard, putting all these digital assets together. On top of it, the technology company specializes in funnels and specializes in automation. So we'll have automated chat bots to answer questions. We'll have lots of the materials in multiple languages very quickly. When we talk about an international launch on May 1st, it means that you can still get started right away this next week or so when we get the links. We'll all be in pre-launch internationally. And the reason is the services, the travel services and things are available first in the United States. And there are other services, the trading platform available worldwide. That just won't be available for another 30 days. Also, the company wants to prepare a lot of materials in various languages and prepare customer service and chatbots in a way that it can communicate with people around the world. Most direct selling companies are very underfunded. They have only a couple of employees. It's usually the owner that's talking to some friends. They get a couple of salespeople and they hope they can generate sales. This company will generate millions and millions of dollars in business the first month and the second month, the third month. It's going to be crazy. We anticipate 100,000 plus people in the first couple of months, which generates millions of dollars in revenue. And this company pays 70% back in the pay plan. So you want to be a part of a company that's generating millions of dollars in revenue, pays back 70% of it in a very fair way, and allows you to get paid all over the world. So we're going to be able to collect payment utilizing dozens of currencies all over the world. People in the future will be able to purchase and get started using cryptocurrency. They can get paid the same way in the future as well. You can get paid in your currency. So we're excited that the company is very forward thinking in its technology, in its AI, in its customer service. And we're excited that we don't have to wait and go country by country, when if you have a lot of people in India, you can just get after it. You got a big group in the Philippines, let's go. I was talking on a group earlier today out of South Africa, which is exciting. Talked to a group in Jamaica. Talked to a group in Canada. Things are happening. Bulgaria. It's crazy. All these different places. So you have no walls. And that's NELO Life. That's what we're talking about. We want you to travel. We want you to build a business so big, you just have to travel around the world and visit your friends. You're a professional friend. That's what I felt I've been my entire life. And so we want to teach you. We want you to travel, and we want you to help transform. And so, as we begin to sort of close things up, here's the strategy. In the next 7 days, make sure you have a piece of paper. And on the piece of paper, it has the list of your key 2, your 4, and your 8. You should have 10, 14 people that are already ready to go. The way you do that is you make sure that they watch the presentation. I've been sending people the teaser the last couple days. Just 45 seconds, makes people curious. Then I send people the video of the presentation last week. Well, tomorrow, 9 o'clock Eastern here in the United States, the owners are going to have a special VIP world call with new slides and updates and compensation plan. And they're going to go over it in detail, which you'll be excited about. And so the entire world will plug into that. You want as many people plugged into that as possible, because in the next week or so, you want to be able to put in your 2 line, your 4 line, your 8 line really quickly. So boom, you're unified and your team is unified. Immediately you get started for $80. You helped a couple people. They're unified. They're generating sales volume. They're selling memberships. They're preparing to sell lots of products in the future. You're getting compensated for that business that's being generated. And boom, you're off and running. You're excited. And so we know tens of thousands of people are about to join. We want to make sure that when it's your turn, you get everything moving fast. So the first couple days, most people will not be familiar with the process. They'll go into the back office. There'll be tutorials. They'll learn about this. They'll learn about that. They'll be curious. They'll be trying stuff. You want to be adding, bank information, updating your personal information, adding your unique link and your password and all this kind of stuff. So you're going to be putting all that in place. But just know that after the first couple days of the entire world sort of signing up, now everybody's going to take a couple days getting used to what's there, going to the frequently asked questions, learning about how it works. Things may sort of slow down for a day or two as people sort of adjust. And then boom, the next week, it's just going to explode. It's going to be like a rocket ship. I live right near Cape Canaveral. We have rockets firing almost every single week. And man, you see those rockets go up and then boom, a booster pops off and it propels the rocket that much further. That's what's about to happen here. So you want to be prepared with that list to get everything in. Then it's going to get quiet. Everyone's going to be educating. They're going to be trying to understand things. There's going to be lots of training calls. And then boom, there's going to be a booster because there'll be additional tools. There'll be duplication. People will start to see the income that they're going to be earning in the future. They're going to see their teams growing all over the planet. They're going to get excited. They're going to talk to more people. They're going to have more confidence. There's going to be big groups. Right now, I'm aware of 100+ groups in different organizations that are massive leaders. They'll bring on thousands, tens of thousands of people. Any one of those could end up on your team. That's one of the biggest reasons to be in now is you don't know what's going to fall down in the unified build plan that ends up underneath you that you get compensated on. A huge group might fall there. You might earn 200, 300, 400 people might join because somebody added someone on your team. You might bring on somebody who brings on 2 people, that brings on 2, that brings on 600. You just don't know. And so that's why we're so excited to have you. We work together collectively. And so one of the exciting things about the company from the beginning is there's so many talented people to help you that just like I'm offering this, I don't have a back office. I don't have all the training materials. I'm offering the best I have at this moment in time. But I'm confident that all over the world in many languages, there's people far more talented than I am that are far more skilled with huge organizations, tremendous influence, preparing to do exactly the same thing. And again, many of those people will be on your team. And it makes me feel really good that I don't have to learn Portuguese because I think that would be complicated. And if it'd be very difficult for me to learn Tagalog. It'd be very complicated. I don't have to. I can just speak in English. I can teach people to get 2, who get 4, who get 8, and then be a part of the NELO Life unified pay plan. So really, in conclusion, I want you to prepare for being prepared. Make sure you talk to all your people and they have the name and the phone number and the email of everybody they want to contact, and they have them on speed dial. And probably it will look like this. Like I'll get a call that'll be like, hey, you're going to get a link pretty soon in the next hour or 2, or tomorrow we plan to send the links out. And then I'm going to call my people and I'm like, hey, I'm told that I'm going to be getting a link pretty soon. So stand by in the next couple hours or tomorrow, I'll text you when it's ready to go. And I'll let everybody know. And I'll send a text out to, 10 or 15 people the same time and say, hey, you're in, go get your thing. Go start sharing the news. And you're going to do the same thing, and so on and so on. And so you want to make sure that your team's prepared. So if there's questions that you have, I want to get those questions and I want to get those answers for you. And so the best way to necessarily do that is to have them all flow through the people that introduced you to the call tonight. And then tomorrow, I'll actually just record an FAQ video, and then we can post that and you can watch it. This video here, it's recorded. I'll save it and then I'll post it very, very quickly, and I'll just push it back out. And so the couple hundred people that came on here across the world, we'll get it back to you wherever you happen to be. And then after Tuesday night's call, the most important one where the founders are sharing the vision of the company, they'll post that call. I'll do a follow-up training call on Wednesday night. So on Wednesday night, I'll do a follow-up call, and it will be a training based on what we just learned and based on what the company tells us about timelines. And all of you on here, the few hundred people on here, I know you all have a few thousand people ready to get started. You're going to want to bring all those back for that call, or you're going to want to make sure that they get that information recorded, sent to them in whatever time zone they're in. So again, please make sure you connect to one of the communities so you get information quicker, and stay close and in tune with the people on this call. So we're excited. We're going to make a difference in the world. And we have a product that everybody wants, travel. We have a price anybody can afford. And we have a product that everybody wants, everybody needs, and everybody can afford. You can write your own economic, blank check. And so trillions of dollars are spent in the travel industry, and trillions of dollars are invested in financial decisions every single day around the world. And literally hundreds and hundreds of billions of dollars are being spent all the time, each and every month, on education, educating people to get better, to get smarter, to get wiser, to be able to employ those skills into the world. And so we want to do that. We want to teach you. We want you to travel, and we want to transform. And so on behalf of all the founders that I'm so grateful to be a part of, with NELO Life, all the hard people that are working behind the scenes, your key leaders. There's so many leaders. It would be hard to mention on this particular call right here tonight, but I'm so grateful for these massive groups that are joining us. But you have a seat at the table here, and we're going to have a massive, massive party very soon. One of the best things about this kind of business is we're all going to vacation together in Jamaica and Mexico and in Thailand and in Japan and in all over Europe and South Africa, wherever we want to meet and greet and share things together. Well, now it's your time. This is your opportunity where your vacation literally is your vocation, and you can get paid to just travel around the world with your friends. So again, on behalf of NELO Life and all the people associated with this project, we appreciate you, and we wish you a great evening or a good morning, and may God bless your path. We're just excited to have you on the team. So take care, everybody. Let's get after it.